Healthy Kids with Ziza. Welcome to another Level Up episode. Here we are leveling up oatmeal. We are taking it from the ordinary to the extraordinary. And today I have a recipe that is perfection for those who love breakfast for dinner. So for the savory oatmeal, we're going to need 2 cups of rolled oats, then 1 cup of cheddar cheese. If you do not have cheddar cheese, you can also use Parmesan cheese. And I have cashew nut cream. My mom helped me make cashew nut cream, but if you don't have cashew nut cream, you can also use heavy cream. And I have 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme and 3 cups of vegetable stock. If you don't have vegetable stock, you can also use 1 cup. You can also use water. And for the other ingredients, we're also going to use mushrooms. We're going to use bok choy, baby bok choy. If you don't have baby bok choy, you can also use baby spinach. We have parsley, we have cherry tomatoes, a small onion, 1 large clove of garlic, and some olive oil. So let's prepare the oatmeal and leave it to cook while we prepare our toppings. So we're going to add 3 cups of vegetable stock, the 2 cups of oats, rolled oats, and then you mix it. Then you add the cashew nut cream or your heavy cream. Add your thyme and mix the ingredients. Once you've mixed the oatmeal properly, now we're going to let the oatmeals cook on slow heat from 20 to 30 minutes. You'll know your oatmeal is ready when it's creamy. If it's too thick, add a little bit of water, but really follow your instincts. So we're going to add the cheese when the oatmeal is creamy and ready. So now let's prepare the toppings while the oatmeal is cooking. We're going to heat up 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan. If you have a small pan, you might need to cook the mushrooms in 2 batches. You first put 1 batch so that the mushrooms are flat on the pan and so that they do not get mashed. So now we're going to let the oil heat up, then we're going to add our mushrooms. So we add in our mushrooms and make sure that they are flat on the pan. so that they don't get mashed. Let the mushrooms become brown. That's how you know that they're ready. And don't overstir or else you'll break them. The mushrooms are ready. Then they are nice brown. Now we're going to put them in a separate bowl so that we use this same pan to cook our baby bok choy. We switch off the heat. So after the mushrooms, we get to prepare the bok choy. You're going to need the minced garlic and diced onion and some bok choy. So now we're going to dice our onion. So for the bok choy, add 1 teaspoon of olive oil to the heated pan. Then add 1 minced onion. We're going to add our minced garlic. And stir. Stir the onions until they just soften, then add your bok choy. So cook the bok choy until it is wilted, then add about 1/8 of the chili flakes. And once that is done, you add it into another separate bowl. Then we're going to make our blistered tomatoes. This is our bok choy. These are our mushrooms, and to this same pan we're going to add 1 teaspoon of olive oil and our tomatoes to blister them. Finally, the last step, blistering the tomatoes. These here are called grape tomatoes, also called cherry tomatoes. These tomatoes help us give us vitamin C, which helps us with our immunity. They also have something called lycopene, and we need this lycopene so that when we go outside, this lycopene protects us from the sun damage, so that when we go outside we don't lose our complexion. And to get this lycopene, you need to cook the tomatoes a little bit. So now we're going to put the olive oil in our pan and blister the tomatoes, and we're going to cook the tomatoes a little bit. You switch on the heat and add 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Now we add our grape tomatoes. Don't overcook the tomatoes because we do not want to lose the vitamin C. Just let the tomatoes start to char and burst. They have finished charring and blistering. Now we're going to add them to our container and serve. The oats are ready and creamy. To make them even more savory, we're going to add the cheese and stir evenly. We stir. Once we're done stirring, we're going to add it onto our bowls and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to layer our oatmeal. So now we're going to add our toppings. Then the mushrooms. Then our tomatoes. And you can also garnish with some parsley. The bok choy, the mushrooms, the blistered tomatoes, They add tons and tons of flavor to this dish. When you mix everything together, you'll have a steaming bowl of comfort, and it will leave you wondering why you don't have savory oatmeal more often. At Super Health Kids with Ziza, I'll make sure that we level up the oatmeal. So please share this video. Sharing is caring. Leave a